And we're back. All right. Testing sound. There we go. And we're back. I'm going to go ahead and start taking this stuff in. We got from Horde Night. And we will start our repairs. Excuse me. Let's see what we're dealing with here. Let's take it all. Won't need it all, but we'll take it anyway. Gonna drop off my steel. Go ahead and grab tools. I think it was telling me I needed to drink something, so we'll do that. Start at the top. Start with the iron. Check these. Should all be good through here. They never come from this side. Like I built this whole, like half the base. Yeah, I think we had a cop blow on this side. Let me check this real quick. All good. Around the top, around the center. Any bars take any damage? Wow. Kind of surprised about that. Check all of these. Actually, I didn't check these. Now check all of these. All right, top looks good. Is there any loot in here? Can't remember if I stashed any loot or not. No. Floor blocks. Floor is good. Outside. Actually, I might find a spike that I didn't see before that needs to be, that if it downgraded, I'll need scrap iron to fix it. This chest probably should move. I'm not going to worry about it right now. Very nice. That was like down the street. We could get that later. It's already noon. My God. I bet we do these repairs all day. I'm going to put some frames up around this, I think. I'm going to repair the outer spikes. I usually don't do that in between hordes. I usually wait until the day of horde day to do that. But I'm going to repair the outer spikes so there's a little, layer of stuff they have to go through out there. Maybe even add another row or two. I don't know. That might be a little overkill, but... And then I'm going to put frames. Two blocks high frames around this thing. I think. I don't know. We'll see. I'm going to kind of think about it while we do the rest of the repairs. But I'm tired of repairing this thing to these little stupid wandering hordes that come rolling through for the express purpose of making you have to do repairs. I knew it. I knew it. Alright. Concrete is done. Meant to make a new hammer before, but I wasn't paying attention to the hammer. Well, I can still do it. I just don't know how far it'll take it, but that's alright. It's the hammer. It's amazing. Like this one spike took like no damage. That spike took no damage. That's crazy. I think a cop exploded right over here. I don't know. I gotta go back and look at the replay. I kind of so much happened last night. I couldn't tell. I think one cop exploded. I think it was over, like right over in there. Ow. Something popped. I think is it a block under there? Or is it, oh, it's this spike. Two o'clock. I'm gonna do the downgraded ones last because I know they're gonna. Those two are gonna take 10 steel each, so I want to make sure I get all the way around on all the minor repairs before I do that, in case I need to go in and get more steel. I can fix those from the inside. I mean, I can fix most of these from the inside. The corners are kind of a pain, so I just go ahead and do them while I'm out here. Three o'clock. Beautiful. Oops. It's not gonna do it. There we go. Now. Ouch. If I had any coordination, I'd be pretty good at this. Alright, what am I doing here? Alright. You know what? I'll just do it this way. Actually, I probably should have done it out here. I'm not going to worry about it. Actually, yeah, that's how I'm going to do that. And I'm going to wait, actually. I'm going to finish repairs. I'm going to do the outer spikes, the speed bump spikes. And then I'll throw frames down. I'm tired of zombies coming in, like the random hordes coming in and thrashing up my spikes during the week. I'm just tired of repairing them. Nickel and diming me on steel with these little stupid pissant hordes that come rolling through. Aye. Okay, I mean, we gotta replace. We got 1, 2. Three, 4, 5. 'If I do it like right here, I'll hit them all. Six and 7. Eight, 9, and I think that was it, right? That's where I started? No. Yeah. Yeah, that's where I started. So, what did I say? 8? We'll start with 8. If I gotta make another one, I can. I don't know if you can hear that noise, but there's a lawnmower running outside my house right now. So I'm gonna mute the Not sure if that's going to make any difference, but we will see if it does. How's my steel looking? Oh, I put it in here. Or did I? Yeah. Okay. It's almost 6 o'clock. Unbelievable. And I hear a zombie out there already. Unbelievable. Where did you come from? You assholes. I'm sorry, but it's to the point of absurdity. Like, this happened on the day of the horde. Like, you know, no sooner had I finished repairing my spikes, and a bunch of Zeds show up. God damn it. I'm sorry to cuss on the stream. Like, it just really freaking annoys me. Like, give me a game day before you come and wreck my shit. It's like, it's ridiculous. And how are they getting through? Do they just go through do they go over it? I mean, these zombies pose absolutely no threat to me whatsoever. No threat at all. The only purpose they serve to annoy me, to waste my time. And I'm sorry, that is a cheese game, like that's cheese game development, is what that is. That is lazy game development. Instead of offering some type of challenge or something that, you know, that you know, it's consequential in some way, this is just an irritation. God damn it. Thank you. Motherfuckers. God damn it. Like, I just came in. Not a minute after I came back in from repairing all that. This happened on the day, yesterday game time, before the horde. You know, I'm getting ready for the horde. I just repaired everything. Not a minute later, after I finished repairs, a roaming horde comes through, and, you know, I have to go repair spikes again. It's asinine. Look at all this. Well, it worked. Just lost a spike. These spikes. I just repaired these spikes not 5 minutes ago, real time. It's ridiculous. Not one of these zombies posed a credible threat to me. I just did more damage to myself walking over that spike than any of these zombies did to me. All they did was come through just to waste my time. Fuck you. God. Sorry. I'm sorry, viewers, to sit here and go off like this, but it's like, I have done nothing except for kill a horde between the hours of 10 p.m. and 4 a.m., and then the roaming horde that came afterwards, immediately following, all I have done for the past 2 game days is repair this base. And I don't mind doing it to get ready for the horde, and I don't mind doing it after the horde. But just to sit here and have the game spawn hordes, roaming hordes of zombies that amount to nothing, just to waste your time is a bit much. And it's really kind of like ticking me off with this game. It's like it's gonna be one of the things that does me on this. Because it's just ridiculous. It is just a waste of time. Now I've got to go clear corpses again. Now I've got to go repair spikes again. You know? I mean, it's like playing whack-a-mole. Tetris is more entertaining than this. Because Tetris isn't frustrating. God, it's irritating. Like, I'd be done right now. I would be finished with these repairs, and we could go get those airdrops. I mean, it's not like it's not fucking 8 o'clock at night, and I've been repairing this base all day. Now I get to go repair it again for no reason other than they send a bunch of these pissant zombies at it. Just to waste your time. Just to waste your time, just to waste your resources. You know, I'm sorry. I've been gaming long enough. I'm in my 40s. I've been gaming since I've been playing video games since Pong in the 1970s. And I've been computer gaming since the 80s, since the early 80s. My first computer game was on a TRS-80. It was text games. And I know what lazy-ass time sinks are. Well, I'll put it this way. I know what time sinks in games look like. And this is one of them. It's a lazy design tactic done by developers who don't have the resources or wherewithal to come up with an actual gameplay way to go about what it is they're trying to accomplish. This is simply a time sink, both in cleaning this up. God damn it! Both in the time spent cleaning this up, and time spent gathering the resources needed to do the repairs that this necessitates. Look at this. I don't have my steel on me? Yeah, I do. What? Oh, I gotta repair my thing. Like, I already have to eat and drink again. I've been repairing this base for so long. I'm going to put one more level of, like, I'm not even going to have time to go down the street to collect the airdrop that came today. I will have literally have spent the entire last 48 hours game time. 4 hours of gameplay besides killing a horde. Besides killing a horde, doing nothing but repairing this base. And I'm sorry, I think that's ridiculous. I mean, granted, you know, okay, fine. If someone wants to say, well, you could design your base differently to not require repairs, okay, I would find that to be a compelling counter to what I'm saying. But I don't think there's anything like too out of the ordinary with this. I mean, essentially, what the game is teaching us is that the only really viable way to design a base is underground and have like a drop and then close it, cover it up between hordes, and basically just don't have any visible structure on the ground. And then my next question would be, is that fun? Is that a fun way to play a game where you can build anything anywhere? I mean, it's just it's ridiculous. This is a wonderful game, and it's hobbled, in my opinion, by its flaws, this being one of them. And I think it's because basically the developers are lazy. And instead of coming up with fun gameplay solutions, they do like what they're doing on the PC right now, where you clear a POI. and then, you know, as you're standing there, more zombies spawn in. That's just ridiculous. And they're, well, you know, zombies, they're supposed to be where they came up through the ground. Okay, well then animate it. Show zombies coming up through the ground. Give us a way to go after them in the ground, to prevent them from coming up the ground. No, it's lazy game development is what it is. At least drop some loot that's worth a damn. Jesus. Make it worth the trouble, maybe? Now, for the 5th time today, I gotta run back to my box and put my iron away. And hopefully I can get all this done in the next 5 real-time minutes before the sun goes down. Motherfuckers. How many spikes are we missing? 1. No. 1. I need 2. Great. Think I can get this done in like 4 minutes? Maybe. I might not even have enough spot or frames to do this. Absolutely freaking ridiculous. As a matter of fact, like, I'm sufficiently irritated by this that I'm like I love this game, but I'm kind of thinking about playing something else, or at least taking a break from this one, just because Like, it's just ridiculous. It's becoming like a waste of time. I'm sorry. I didn't start playing this game just to spend, like a significant portion of the week doing repairs because wandering hordes come through. Hordes that aren't even a danger. Those mobs represent no like significant threat to me or this base whatsoever. It's just an annoyance. It's a waste of time and resources. Ow. God damn it. That's alright, I can do this from down here. It's going to take an age and a day to do that from down there. Alright. Like, I kind of thought, I was like, okay, well, we'll have to settle for just going and picking up some airdrops today after we finish repairs. Now, it's like, we don't even know if we're going to finish repairs before the end of the day. We'll see if that does anything. God damn. Alright, we're gonna give this another little breeze through just to make sure. I thought I saw some damage over on the see. A couple. If these are gonna be the ones that keep them out for during the week, I wanna make sure they're okay. I think they'll be alright. 21:59. Yeah, you know what's gonna be the kicker now? Is like as I'm finishing like getting the stuff out of this box, a wandering horde is gonna come through here and just maul me. Alright, that all cost me 300 and like 325 steel also, which is fine. Those were after horde repairs. Hey Jay, what's up, buddy? I'm like thinking about finding another game to play for a while, to be honest with you. And like I'm super into this game, and I absolutely love this game, and I want to keep going with it, and I want to see what's next. But like I've literally, except for killing a horde on the night of the overnight, from the 63rd day going into the 64th. All I have done for 2 solid game days is repair this base. And it wasn't just from the horde. Like it's from the stupid pissant wandering hordes that they spawn that go right at your base. Like literally yesterday, I was doing repairs, getting ready for the horde. I had just finished, and was about to like, yeah, and was just working on like, I was like right over here by the hatch. Wandering Horde rolls through, doesn't aggro me, goes right at the base and damages my spikes again. So now I have to go back and repair the spikes again, right? So, which is fine. I get ready for Horde night. We have the Horde. I just spent all day out here repairing the outer part of the base. I get up to the cage part upstairs, you know, up on the ground floor of this, and I'm repairing steel. Not 5 minutes after I finished repairing the outside, a wandering horde comes rolling through and messes up my spikes again. Like I've kind of had it with that. It offers it like none of it offers any challenge whatsoever. None of those zombies, not one of those wandering hordes represents any credible threat to me at all, or this base. Like, they're not going to break through. They're not going to kill me. They're not going to do any major damage to the base. All it is an annoying time sink. And I'm a little hot about it, in case you couldn't tell. Which sucks, because I really dig this game. But I'm sorry, that's just ridiculous. Like, I'm not getting stuff done because I'm dealing with that. So there's my rant. But I don't know what else to play, is the thing. I'm like really into this, and I kind of like, I dig building games, but the reason I really dig this one is because there's like a reason to build. You know what I mean? Like, it's like it's kind of got the full package. Yeah, I'm a little irritated about it, in case anyone couldn't tell. You know, the thing that sucks is like it's starting to lean towards the idea that really long term, if you really want to like if you really want to play this game long term and like have things go smoothly, like you need to do all of your building underground, pretty much. Anything that's exposed above the surface is going to get hammered on one way or the other. So, you know, and I find that to be kind of a like a boring way to play. You know, the next base is going to be a drop base. I'm going to probably do a hole, right? So just for, I mean, this, it'll be bigger than this, obviously, but let's, for the sake of argument, say that that's my drop hole, right? We'll say that's actually, instead of a block wide, we'll say that's like 3 to 5 blocks square, something like that. Around out here, I'm going to probably do a line of spikes, because I think, or, you know, a couple rows of spikes, because I think it's good to stagger, it helps stagger out the zombies quite a bit. And you know what I'm going to do? I'm going to make that hole, obviously needs to be flush with the ground, or, you know, with ramps going down to get them to fall in. And I've got to read up more about that. There are ways, like, you can have problems with drop pits with them not falling in. So I'm going to, like, do whatever I've got to do to that, but it's going to be flush, you know, in some way, or at least a ramp going down. On non-horde nights, I'm going to cover it with frames, or I'm going to put hatches over it. So if I don't want to deal with zombies during the week, I don't have to deal with zombies, and there's not a damn thing they can do about it. The other thing I'm going to do, I'm going to put spikes, say, or all around the perimeter. They're going to go in spike pits where I can lay frames on top of them that are flush with the ground during the week. Zombies can't damage my spikes. They can pass over my base, pass through it, do whatever the hell they want, go screw themselves as far as I'm concerned. But they're not going to be damaging my base during the interim between horde nights, basically, because I'm sick of dealing with it. So there's my rant. I keep saying that and then I keep ranting. I'm just annoyed. I'm just annoyed by the whole deal. I literally have just spent, except for the horde night, from like 10 p.m. till 4 a.m. and then I got another little well, I say small. It was probably about 20 zombies showed up like immediately following while I was looting the next morning, which was fine because I don't mind killing those hordes, but I just don't want them damaging my base. Um, Aside from killing zombies during those 2 periods during the middle of it, I have literally spent the last 2 game days doing nothing but doing repairs and having them immediately having to go over them immediately again because a wandering horde came through and fucked them up, and I'm irritated about it. Like, it's starting to put me off this game, and I hate that because I love this game, and I've had a lot of fun on this playthrough. And there's a lot of stuff left to do, but like it's gonna give me an aneurysm dealing with this day in day out. So I'm hoping the frames help. I don't know if you saw that part. I I put I put double frames all the way to the outside with like inside of the wood spikes that surround the base. So I just finished putting the first layer, and then that horde showed up. I guess they went over the one, so I put another layer on it. So I put double. And if that doesn't work, my buddy told me about a technique. Apparently, and this is not something I would normally do, but I'm really getting my patience, in case obviously has worn thin with all this mess. But apparently zombies can't pass through chairs like these chairs. It's the standard wooden chair. Gonna need a bunch of nails. That's alright, I got a bunch of nails. You've seen this with the chairs? I've never tried it. But apparently they don't pass through chairs. Like if you ever find yourself in a place, like I'm thinking actually that there are a bunch of wooden chairs at the house. One of the POIs I like to hole up in on day one if I need to hole up in a POI is the house with the cobblestone basement and has a door and then there's a porch going all the way around it. Um, I find those to be really good for day one, and they have a lot of chairs in them. I might just start using chairs there. But basically, according to my friend, if I were to surround this base with wooden chairs during the week, like nothing's gonna come through it. And if they're gonna throw if they're gonna throw cheese at me with these stupid wandering hordes that do serve absolutely no purpose other than to waste my time, then I have no problem resorting to cheese to counter it. Oh, I gotcha. Gotcha. Oh, I got hazmat pants too. That's pretty cool. I got those before the horde, actually. That's weird. Okay, that's really weird. I was working on a football helmet to make a new mining helmet. And I have no idea where it went. Maybe that was it. Maybe I dropped it. No, I looted that. Huh. Did I put it in electrical maybe? No. That's weird. I'm gonna get this stuff sorted out and then I'll find it. I was asking some guys about that last night. They say like you can, but it doesn't entirely. The hazmat suit doesn't entirely um doesn't entirely work for that, and stuff like that. So I mean, I probably wouldn't. I think pretty much, the only reason you ever really would need to is because occasionally you'll get uh airdrops. What are you talking about? I stuck a helmet down where? Down at the base? Down at. No, I'm not talking about a mining helmet. I had an extra mining helmet. I'm talking about a football helmet. I have a football. I had a football helmet. I combined like 7 or 8 football helmets, and it still wasn't top quality. So I was gonna keep working on it, and now I don't know what I did with it. I'm suspecting I may have stuck it in the wrong box, but I'm gonna keep doing what I'm doing now, and then I'll sort it out. Like just a minute ago? Yeah, this one. This one that I looted was I got out of my I'm sorting out loot right now that I recently got. That one I just put in there. There's another one somewhere that I had been combining. Really stoked to finally be organized. Did you see all my organization here? I finally got boxes up and labeled and everything sorted out. Went around and collected all the went around and collected all the crap I had strewn around town, and then I started looting like again, clearing everything out in detail. Now I've got more boxes out. But that's all right. More stuff is good. More. Oh, there it is. There it is. That's the one I was looking for. I don't know how it wound up in there. So how you doing? What you been up to? Anything exciting? fact, I think this biological box is going to go down to the basement. Because I don't need any of this up here. Anything I would do with it would be down at the chemistry table in the cement mixers. Oops. Like down to it on iron. I'm gonna have to start that mine soon. Probably need to do it rather soon. I mean, we're going through about a stack of steel, and probably about half a stack of iron, of forged iron a week, just on repairs, roughly, give or take. It's 4 a.m. I need to farm, but it's not like an imperative, and I kind of just don't feel like dealing with it, to be honest with you. However, what I am going to do is replant trees. That worked out nicely. I should probably... wait, before I forget. Where's that other one? That's the bugged out one. Yeah. Yeah, we'll see how this goes. Maybe. So Jay, what have you been up to, man? You've been playing a bunch of Overwatch or Destiny, or actually, I'm not really sure what these winter pines or these blue spruce. Not really sure what those look like. So I am gonna stick this like right here. Time for you to go, my friend. Hey, Bullet, how's it going, man? Yeah, it's the snow cover one. Well, I'll be interested to see what it looks like. I thought the ones from the snow biomes were called like winter pine or snow or something like some kind of pine. But I guess I was completely mistaken about that. How you doing, man? Is Trials, is that a thing in Destiny? Is that like a raid thing? Gotcha. Well, that sounds cool. Hey, Bullet, did you tell me that zombies won't pass through chairs? Like the regular wood chairs that you can make? God, I can't hear myself think. Well, that's cool. Well, I wound up getting so annoyed. I got like these wandering hordes that pose absolutely zero threat to me or my base. Like, are just driving me nuts. Like literally, this has happened twice in the last like 48 hours game time. Um, no sooner will I have done, spent a couple hours game time, or like half a day or a day game time getting the base completely repaired, and like literally I'll go in the base and like as soon as I get inside, a wandering horde will come through and I'll have to go out and repair again. You know, none of this poses any threat to me or my base. It's just freaking irritating. So I'm thinking about I've got frames around it now on the inside of the speed bump spike. So I'm going to see how that does this week. And if I'm still having to repair, like, constantly repair damage from these pissant zombies that come rolling through purely to annoy you, I think I'm gonna I think I'm gonna keep chairs out there, like, between hordes. You know, if they're gonna throw cheese tactics to, like, as a time sink at us, then I don't mind using cheese tactics to counter it, basically. Because I'm spending way too much time doing repairs for, you know, because, I mean, just, you know what I'm talking about. Those little like, crap wandering hordes that come through that don't amount to anything, but they screw up your spikes for some reason. They could go either direction around my base, and they head right for the spikes every single time. Yesterday, getting ready for Horde Night, I had just finished repairing all my spikes. I was about to go get in my hatch, and a wandering horde shows up, so I kill like half of it over where I'm at. And I noticed like 3 or 4 zombies headed right towards the base, so I shoot an arrow to pull them over to me. Hey, Truck Hauler, how you doing, buddy? Welcome to the channel. So I shoot an arrow at them to pull them over to me. Like 1 or 2 of them come at me. One of the ones that didn't heads right for the spikes that I had just repaired. So, and then, you know, it killed them. It killed the zombie, no problem. So I go back to patch up any repairs from what it did. I got a count. 13 steel. No, I have no visible doors, just one hatch on the outside, and it's a little distance away. 13 steel to repair what that one zombie pathing through for absolutely no reason cost me. And that was like from a fully repaired spike, like not 2 minutes or fully repaired spikes not 2 minutes earlier. It gets to the point of being a little stupid, basically. Like that, there's no game challenge to that. There's no purpose for it other than to be a time sink and an annoyance, and I'm tired of dealing with it, frankly. So I've got double frames, like two blocks high in frames, surrounding the like inside of the you know, speed, what I call the speed bump spikes, just, you know, like upgraded wood spikes that I have on the outer ring. So I've got 2 rows of spikes, and then on the ramps that come after those, I've got 2 rows, or like 2 blocks high in frames. And I'm gonna see how that holds this week. And if they're still coming through there and, like, you know, just making it just a chore to keep that place upgraded, I'm gonna surround the whole freaking thing with chairs between hordes and see if that'll keep them out of there. And it's not because I don't want to fight the zombies. I'm just sick of repairing the damage. It's just silly. Like, I'll even be out there actively fighting these roaming hordes, and half of them will still head right for the spikes. Like, I'll be standing there killing other zombies, and they won't even aggro me. They head right for the spikes. Yeah, that's what you said. Was it? You know, forgive me because there have been a few people who've come in and talked about crashes recently. Was yours? Were you playing on a server and the server reset? That sucks. Was it a single player game, or were you playing like on a dedicated server or peer to peer? I couldn't remember what you told me about that. Well, I've never set up a server from this game, but I've been seeing stuff, hearing about a lot of that kind of stuff going on lately. I don't know why I'm clearing this way. It's not like I'm going to clear the whole thing. Ah. Hello, friends. See, now this is cool because, you know, I can use the experience and I like to kill these. I just don't want them all traipsing through my spikes, so I have to repair them. Where's the rest of your horde going? Oh! We got business over here, folks. Over here. Oh! Hey. Ow. Five frames per second. That's rough. I can't get a frame rate count, but mine got pretty soupy last night on console. But I don't think it was anywhere near that bad. Like 5 is that's some freaking lag. Well, hello. Oh. Present yourself. Something. 5 frames per second is pretty freaking rough, man. I don't know that I would. Like, I had, not this game, but a different one. I was testing some stuff out, and I wound up down at, like, 18 frames per second, and that was just as much as I could stand of it before I. Yeah, when I plan all this out, it gets a little soupy running through, but I don't really do anything else over here, so and it's far enough away from the base. It's a nice, convenient place to do it. It's like close by enough to everything I do to, like, be able to go grab some wood if I need it, but it's far enough away where it doesn't cause me any problems where I'm usually at. Because it's basically outside the clipping plane, so it doesn't really matter, Oh, you're talking about in your game? Yeah. Yeah, if you're getting... I definitely wouldn't do tree farms like right up next to your base where you're killing hordes, that's for sure. There had to be more. I thought for sure there were more. Guess not. Definitely use that brass. Alright, where were we? Whoa! That scared me to death. Yeah, you had that. You ran into spawns in there. I'm not surprised. I don't know if I told you that story about that bear spawning in one I was holed up in one time, and I've never used prefab since. And there's some cool ones around. There's some that are like really good structures and everything. And sometimes you'll catch one in just the right spot too. But I just don't like using them anymore. Plus, it's more. I think it's more fun just to build something of your own anyway. Personally, but yeah, that's as a practical matter. The spawns, I think it's even worse on PC, isn't it? For that, with the way the spawns work now on there. I completely did this in such a random way. Like, I'm gonna have to clear this at some point and do this in an orderly way. I just don't want to spend 2 days clearing plant fibers out of here, because it's gonna take a while. It's a whole. Yeah, I heard Valmont had a a blade that you can clear. I've seen it. I've seen video of it, like where you can clear a whole field with all, you know. Be really handy to have for sure. So that'll be cool. See what that winds up looking like. Alright. Hey, hey, hey. I need batteries. Nice. Lots of them. Might be better than the one I'm wearing. Yeah, it is. Cool. Did I get a battery that time? No. God. They're real chintzy with the batteries, I've noticed. Like, I thought it was engines for a while, and I think maybe it's just I'm just having bad luck with them, but I get engines more than I get batteries. Yeah, that's what I'm working on. I'm just like kind of slowly putting it together. I don't really need to go anywhere is the thing. It's like everything I need to do is right here in this little town. It's like 2 minutes from the base, so I haven't been sweating it, but I'd like to get it together because there's some POIs over at that other town that I'd like to go through. They will not give me a crossbow schematic. I've gotten that 44 schematic. I've lost count, and I've gotten like probably 5 rocket launchers. I keep getting chainsaws, augers. I don't know, I'm not even gonna mess with it because I don't have room for it. Got a ton of spiked club schematics too. And recently it's that 44. I keep getting that 44 magazine over and over and over. Yeah, so it would seem. Because I've gotten the same, like... I get the same ones. And it's funny, I'll say that on stream, like people who don't really aren't really in the stream that much, and you know, and you'll get the whole, oh, you got to find a crack of books and bookshelves and all that. It's like, well, thank you, I know that, and I've hit every one I can. It's not a shortage of schematics. It's just I just keep like getting the same ones over and over and over. I'd really love the pistol book too, because I got a ton of pistols, a ton of pistol parts. Probably put a pretty good pistol together. Yeah, I do too, generally. And I've got my airdrops. I think airdrops are kind of overpowered, and I've got them turned down to every 3 days. And I still don't go get them all. Like usually I've two or three to go get, and even those, like I still keep getting the same ones over and over. See, I did all of this. I'm working on like taking everything down in this town. I think it was up here I was gonna start. I've already been through most of it once, and now I'm getting all the like going through detail and taking all the fixtures out, and getting all the electronic components and all that stuff. Yeah, airdrops are good. That's why I think they're overpowered. I mean, it's like, I don't know. It's not very survival to me, to like a game where you've got to like build your tech tree and build your like start with nothing and then work your way up to then just have everything handed to you on airdrops. It just doesn't make I don't know. Like, I'm not really crazy about the trader either. I don't like how it is we're the sole survivor in a wasteland during a zombie apocalypse, and there's a guy who's set up shop to sell you everything. It doesn't really speak to me, but that's just my own personal take. Because without the survival stuff, it's like basically what have you got? You've got a poorly performing, really bad shooter. Essentially, I think the survival stuff is what makes this game cool. Daily airdrops are definitely way too much. I think next time I'm going to turn them down to once a week, or maybe turn them off completely. I don't know. I haven't decided yet. I'll cross that bridge when I come to it. Did I do this? I'm pretty sure I did this one. Yes. Yes, I did. Yeah. Yeah, that's one way to do it. I don't know. To be honest, you're gonna laugh when I say this. I'm not like I play this game because I like the flow to it. I like all the building stuff. I like that it's voxelized and you can build anything anywhere, and I like the survival elements. It just happens to be a zombie game. I'm not really like particularly into zombie. In fact, for the longest time I avoided games like this, like games that have zombies in them. It's just not my thing. Anything aliens, mutants, zombies just really aren't it's not my cup of tea. Um, it's just, lately it's just, there are games that, in those genres of games and that would deal with that subject matter that are just freaking awesome games. Like this of course being one of them. Like I never played any of the Fallouts. Like I'm not into the whole post-apocalyptic thing. And then I started seeing what all you could do in it, and it's just a freaking amazing game. So I had to play it, and you know what? It's a freaking amazing game. So I'm open to broadening my horizons, but I don't really play this for the zombies. Basically, it's for the whole package. Basically, I like the flow of it. I like the fact that you start with like a bandage, one thing of food and one thing of drink, and it's just have at it. Here's the world. We're throwing a zombie or a horde at you once every 7 days. Good luck. And then it's just completely wide open sandbox, and that's what's awesome about it for me. You know, if I know there are people who just eat, drink, sleep zombie games, and that's cool too. It's not a criticism of anyone's taste. I'm just not. It's just not my thing. I like this for the survival elements, basically, and I kind of like the difficulty of it. Although I'm finding it's really not all that hard once you get past the learning curve. There's another part of this house, and I can't remember. No, I just completely backtracked. Oh, guess not. Gonna double check. Sometimes, like early on when I go to POIs, I'll leave stuff if I can't carry it. So just wanted to double check this one. Okay, well this one's clear. Oops. Actually, I think I got the lights off the outside of this place already. Yeah. And I'm pretty sure I got the... No, I didn't get these. The AC unit. See, like that. Yeah, I could see that being pretty cool. You know, if you want to try to build a bunch of stuff and see how it holds up to the masses of zombies. Oops. There's another game that's been recommended to me a few times. It's supposed to be very similar to this in the where it's voxelized and your base building. It's Fortnite. But I also heard that it's like it's a really good game, but they screwed it up by making it pay to win. Like apparently, if like you got to be ready to spend like 3, 4, $500 on whatever it is they sell in order to get like in-game gear and stuff, which that sucks. Not signing up for that. If I wanted to do that stuff, I'd play freaking Android games. I'd play on. I'd just game on a handheld, throw money at Game of War or whatever, Clash of Clans, whatever the hell that is. Those pay-to-win games that they have on handhelds. Just cut to the chase. If you're gonna, you know what I mean. That's nice. I got a few dusters back at the base. I gotta do some combining soon. So that kind of chair bullet is what will block them. An old chair. Yeah, hey, what's up, Venator? Glad you made it. I'm not sure how much longer I'm gonna make it though, because we're approaching 3 hours. Oops. Very cool. Well, enjoy your lunch. Oops. With a bone shiv, if you get a pretty, like, if you get your skill in making them high enough and you get your bladed weapon skill up, that you can do that. But I wouldn't do it like day one. You know what I mean? It's actually kind of fun to fight with knives. I do it with the hunting knife every now and then, but not day one for sure. I'll pop into streams every now and then, and some people like seem to try to use the stone axe as a weapon, and I don't like the stone axe is a really nice versatile tool for the beginning of the game, but it's a really awful weapon. Yeah. Well, I wish I had. It wouldn't have even occurred to me to stream it back then because I knew I would have been awful. But I kind of wish I still had recordings of my first couple of games just to see what kind of stupid crap I did. Because I'm sure I know I did. I mean, like I had to play like 3 games just to like figure out how to get enough food and drink to survive. Like the first ones, you know, it's like. You know, like I was doing, it was taking me a week to do what, you know, like takes me now and what takes most normal people who know how to play the game. You know, like half of day 1 to do. It was taking me all week to do that. I was like starving to death and stuff, and you know. But that's how you learn. You know, you try different things and fail, and and you learn from it. You learn how to fix what you're doing. And that I think is what makes this game fun. The learning curve. You know, like I said, you know, to be honest, I'm not finding it. I mean, granted, I'm only 65 days in, but you know, it's not the hardest game in the world once you like know what you're doing and kind of get a feel for the flow of it and everything. You know, you need to do and how to do it. But it's got a heck of a learning curve on it, and I think that's what makes it fun. I love games. Those are games that I get the most into, like games that really kick your butt while you're learning them, and I think that there's like something about that that gets you hooked. I think I still do that on, on the first night. I mean, not that exactly, but you know, like I like tree houses for the first day. I like to try to go and see as much of the map as I possibly can and get a feel for where everything is the first day, and collect everything I can so that you know I can kind of hunker down pretty quick. And I'll usually push it to like you know an hour before darkness, and a lot of times I'll just slap a treehouse together and just spend the first night like on a you know on a 5x5 platform with a tree through the middle of it, with a campfire and a bedroll and a chest sitting on a block, basically. So basically surrounded by frames. Just a little more to it, I guess. I love these houses with all the leather.